Yeah, so sorry for the interruption. Actually, the video got paused because of the lack of space, the storage there in the phone. So I had to delete some videos and start this recording again. And this is the reason why I prefer to go live on YouTube, And today I did not, so I had to face this problem. So yeah, I was talking about Khyati Jan. Just search this name, Khyati Jan Bhopal, and you'll get to know about it. Like, it becomes pretty obvious. It is quite clear that this is a murder, a well planned murder. Like the message that came to the guy on Instagram, whose access he already had. So it's pretty obvious, like he would have sent the message to himself from the name or ID of the girl Khyati, and there was no visible stains of blood, and everything was so neat and clear. You just look at the video, you'll get to know that. So these are the cases like which tells us that police doesn't do its job well until unless you have the money. This raises the question on the governance, on democracy. What kind of democracy are we living in? What kind of governance is this? What kind of a rule of law it is? So this is another point. And one thing is that people are saying is that firstly people are saying is that uh, we cannot actually tell about the loyalty of our partners. They aren't loyal these days. So in response, some people are jokingly, sarcastically, satirically saying that she was loyal, indeed loyal, very very loyal to her boyfriend. She was very loyal to her boyfriend, and you might laugh, and this is true actually. But she was a man, she was dangerously loyal to her boyfriend. She was obsessed, she was sort of with her boyfriend. And this takes me to a movie that I have recently watched named The Obsession. It's a Hollywood, a horror sort of movie. It's a horror film, a psycho thriller, wherein the protagonist, the girl, becomes obsessed about the guy to the extent that scares the shit out of guy, and he has become sick because of the sickening nature of the girl. So my take is that she's neither loyal to her boyfriend, she is neither disloyal to her wannabe gonna be husband. She is actually sick, she is psycho, she needs psychiatric training. She need to consult to a psychiatrist and get her psychology fixed, wherein you go on killing somebody, in order to win your love. And this also quite resembles a web series that I watched on Amazon Prime, which is Breathe. So in that, what happens is that a very good, a very humble, a very nice man, in order to save his child, 5-year-old child who was dying from some serious disease and needed the lung transferred, what he does is that he looks at the list of the donors, the body organ donors, and go on mad frenzy, drive to kill the people, killing the people who were the donors, because uh, his son can get the organ, fixed in his body, the lung, as early as possible, as soon as possible. And he does it all because for the son. So it has been shown in a way like he's a good person but he's a psycho, man, he's a psycho. So this is what I'm saying, is that the girl is basically a psycho, and needs people, some people at some stages need the psychiatric training. And this should be made destigmatized. There should be no stigma attached to that. If the parents of the girl would have taken her to some psychiatrist or given her some psychological support, then she would have not done this thing, because she must have warned the parents that, look, I will commit this, just like the Sonam Raghavan she did, threatened the parents and warned them of dire consequences if they force her with the unwanted marriage or forced marriage. Another thing is that there should be a public discourse for justice, because just injustice anywhere is threat to justice everywhere. For now, you and me are happy, or we'll look at the news and we'll not give a damn on it, we'll forget about it, we'll just go on with our lives. But we forget that this can fucking happen with us even in the future. Who knows if you get such a girl, in your life. then what will happen? So make the system robust, just raise your voice to do your bit, to contribute your bit in making the system robust, in holding the governance, the policymakers, the administrators, the authorities responsible, accountable, and answerable. Just do this thing, and for this very reason I am here talking to you. And the 10th point, the most important point, I told you, like there are 10 points, 10 observations, and first and 10th are very important. It is that we are living in an economic time, and there is a social change taking place wherein we are transitioning from the tradition to modernity. But what is the thing? It is, we cannot get rid of the traditional moorings, traditional customs, traditional institutions like marriage, like forced marriage, like arranged marriage completely. Parents have the authority, they want to exercise their authorities on their children even in the present times, but at the same time they are sending their children to good schools, to good colleges, to abroad, to other cities, letting them to use the phone. The children are exposed to the people from across the caste, class, and socio-economic backgrounds, and making the relationships, and then going on dates, and hookups, and this all the culture which is there. It doesn't very much resemble with the traditional mindset, the traditional society, the traditional norms and values. So there is a conflict between the two, and when there is a conflict, there arises a situation of anomy, a confusion. And it was this effect, the effect of this phenomenon of social change, of anomy, that can be seen in the mind of that girl who has committed this crime, in the mind of this girl named Sia. Because at one point she cannot actually walk away from a relationship with her lover, because she loves her. We don't know how true, how old was this love, but on the other time she also doesn't want to make the relationship with her parents bitter, because it is the parents only who have given her the birth, given her the upbringing and all. So she has the connection, the attachment, the love for both. And now she is freaking confused. I'm not absolving her, I'm not taking her side, I'm not saying that what she did was not wrong. I'm just going into her psychology, which is a result of the broader sociology, the broader social changes that are taking place in the society. I am only accusing, I will accuse primarily the parents, and secondly the daughter. Because if the parents knew that she is in love, she is in a relationship with some another guy, then they would have supported her in her decision instead of forcing their own decision. Okay, so in these times of social change, just become flexible, the adapted to the changing situation is what I would say. Now before the storage gets again full and the video gets ended abruptly, let me end the present day, this today's session talk, or call it what on this note, that be vigilant, be very very vigilant in who are you loving. May you have a happy love life, may you be lucky. With this wish, Garvit Jain signing off. Jai Hind.